Good morning, everyone. Futures Brizio here. It is Friday, March 1st, 2024, 8:30 a.m. New York time, about an hour before the North American financial market opened. And just back with another pre-market overnight type analysis in futures. So let's just jump right into it. So we'll start off here with soybeans. So as we were talking about yesterday, I like to trade soybeans on pullbacks into the moving average here on, say, into the 30-minute or 1 hour chart. You can see we've had this pullback into here. But there's definitely some bullish signs working in here because, first of all, the last move down was pretty small, as I talked about yesterday. And if we go down to the lower time frame, you can just see that we made an attempt to come out of this zone here, failed, come back up into this zone again, chopped around, tried to break out. Okay, and now it looks like we're trying to break out as we speak. So we may be, at least in a short-term turnaround here, to go into a more of a bullish posture on soybeans. So, to really confirm that, I'd probably want to see price break through this next layer up above here, which you can see on the hourly chart. This is kind of like the major 1 hour level here. But certainly there could be opportunity to trade this potentially long into this area if we get a close above. Now you can see it's struggling to get out of here. This is a 10-minute chart. And a new candle just started here, and this one's actually down right now. So, if we come down here and we close, basically below this area right here, then perhaps that means the downtrend is resuming and we just had some consolidation going on here. But if we pop back up here and take out this area on this high that was just made on this 10-minute candle, then my bias, at least in the short term, would turn more bullish. Again, short term, because this is the next area of interest for me. It would be just above here, as I showed you on the 1 hour chart. So we'll keep an eye on it. If this just ends up obviously just chopping in between these two levels today, then obviously I'm not going to be trading it. I don't have anything on at the moment, so we'll keep an eye on it and see what this does. I might set a couple of price alerts below here or above here and just to see what it does. So we'll see, but it appears to be a kind of a critical area right now. All right. So on to live cattle. No difference here. The market's closed. So as I was speaking, this is the same setup and drawings I had when I made the afternoon video yesterday. If this downtrend continues, this is kind of the area that I'm looking for it to get back to, which out on the higher time frames is back here. So we are now on the hourly chart trading below the 50 period, and did attempt to come up and break through it, and you can see the rejected off of that area. If I zoom in a little bit, you can see we broke through, came back, and pretty much bounced right off of it right in here. So we'll see what happens with this. Again, any bearish price action here would tend to want me to see this thing continue down and work back towards this area here. Any close back above here, outside of this range, would be maybe a resumption of the uptrend, or at least a push back towards these highs. So I'll be keeping an eye on this one that opens, but this doesn't open until 9:30, so there's nothing going on right now. All right, on to crude oil. So crude oil did break out last night. Unfortunately, I wasn't on. This happened during the overnight session. But you can see, again, this is the range I had drawn yesterday. That price was kind of respecting. And you can see it broke out of that several hours ago. This is the 30-minute chart. So let's see. This up move started back about 5 hours ago. So 3 or 4 o'clock this morning. So obviously I didn't catch that. So I'm going to take this... I'm going to take all those drawings off, and we'll just go with a raw chart. And so I probably won't be any trade in here today because, unless we get a nice pullback and resumption, this ship's kind of already sailed. And again, I don't chase price. But if this is a resumption of the uptrend, then certainly next week, then crude oil could be good opportunity to re-enter. We still have some area off to the left. I know you guys can't see it, where there was some previous resistance, now support acting as resistance. So, there's still a chance that this stalls out at this level, but this break above these highs right here is pretty substantial. So, we'll see what this does. But like I said, for me personally, there probably won't be any trade in this today just because it's kind of already moved on. Unless we get a nice pullback during the North American session and I can find an opportunity to get in. Okay, and then on S&P and NASDAQ, talked about this yesterday. So we did have this move up that I took yesterday, and then prices came back down, retested this area as which was previously resistance, now testing it as support. The market is technically open, but it's still the pre-market session. So things are pretty muted right now, and we'll see what happens. We do have non-farm payroll this morning, the U.S. employment numbers, which actually just came out. Hold on one second. No, guys, I'm sorry. NFP is next week. I'm rushing things by 1 week. So it's usually the first Friday of the month. Technically, this is the first Friday, but it was not today. We do have ISM manufacturing PMI out of the U.S. at 10 o'clock, so this could be market moving because, this is related to the, basically the cost of doing business for manufacturers, and we have consumer sentiment, both of which can have an effect on the stock market. So we might see some volatility in maybe around 10 o'clock or so. So we'll have to see how that goes. But right at the moment, obviously there's nothing really to do here. If this area holds, then we could see maybe a spike down, then up for bullish price action. But if this area breaks through here, then we could definitely see a momentum shift to the downside. So all in all, pretty quiet right now. Again, the ones I'm kind of watching with kind of the most interest today is going to be cattle and soybeans, and then we'll see what happens when the news comes out for the NASDAQ and S&P. And crude oil, like I said, I don't anticipate doing much with that today. So anyways, guys, I will leave it there. If anything comes about later on, I'll drop another video. Any questions or comments, leave them down below. Please join the Discord channel. The link will be in the comments, in the description below, and make sure you smash that like button, and again, leave any comments, and subscribe to the channel if you're just finding it. Alright guys, have a good rest of your morning. We'll catch up soon.